Right, hello. Here we go. This is the Edexcel practice paper or prediction paper for 2022 in November, and this is paper 3, the last of the 3 that I'm doing for foundation tier. So let's have a look. So you get your little crib sheet with some formulas and things, and nobody uses that one. I don't need that one. Right, okay, so what we're going to do with this one. So first of all, find the cursor. There we go. Ready. So 7/10 is a decimal, so it's just 7 divided by 10. So it's 0.7. Write down the value of 2, and the decimal number is 20. 0.8 into grams, so we're going to multiply by 1,000, so 0.87, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, so it's 870 grams, like that, don't you? That's all right. Hang on, get this right. Okay, right, write down a multiple of 7 that is between 20 and 30 with just a 7 times table. 21, 28 and 35, so it could be any of these two, yeah, 21 or 28, yeah. Write the following numbers in order of size, so they'll all begin with 3, so this one's the first one, 3.02, cross that off, then 3.2, then 3.27, then we've got these two, 3.702 and 3.72 in order of size. Right, what we got now? Write down the coordinates of point A. So the coordinates of point A, you do the X first, so it's that one, and then you do the Y. So they're both positive, so it will be 2 followed by the 6. On the grid, mark with a cross the point 5 minus 1. So go along to 5 there, and then go down to minus 1, so it's there, and label the point B. Got it. Right, next. Parallelogram. Work out the size of angle ADC. The D is where the corner is, so it's that one we've got to work out. Now, parallelogram, opposite corners are the same as each other, so that's 71. Now, all the angles in quadrilateral four-sided shape add up to 360. So if we go 71 and 71, so 71 times 2 is 142. Take it away from 360. 360 minus 142, 51812. So it means that these two angles, this one up here and this one, share that 218. So if we divide 218 by 2, we get 109 degrees. I've got a bit of a cold today, so right, okay, now we've got a triangle. Work out the size of an angle in the triangle. All angles in a triangle add up to 180, so let's add these two together. So 64 plus 32 is 96. So if we go 180 minus 96, right, okay, calculator, help. 180 minus 96, 84. 84 is the answer. Right, okay, next one. The nth term of a sequence is 4n plus 3. Find the first two terms of the sequence. Well, the first two terms are 1 and 2. So we replace the n with the number 1, and then we do it again by replacing it with the number 2. So it's 4 times 1, I'll put a bracket around there, plus 3, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7. And then the second term is 4 times 2 plus 3, which is 8 plus 3, which is 11. Amelia and Sophie, what are they up to now? Right, they did a test. The total for the test was 75 marks. Amelia got 56% of the marks, and Sophie got 43 out of 75. Who got the highest? Well, what we do is we just change this one to be that one there, that one, Sophie's, to be a percentage. So we would do 43 out of 75, and we'll times that by 100. And once we get that as a percentage, we can compare it with Amelia's score. So 43 divided by 75 times 100 is 57.3. So 57.3% is actually recurring, but it doesn't really matter. So it looks as though Amelia's got a better score. Who got the highest mark? Amelia. Yeah. 43 out of 75 times 100. Have I done that right? 43 divided by 75 is 50%. What about this? 56% times 75. So 56 divided by 100 times 75. So she got 42 marks. See, so Amelia got 42 marks and got 56%, which is 56%. And Sophie got 57. I'll put it over there. 57.3%. And how many marks did she get? She got 43. So Sophie wins on both counts. So Sophie is the winner. Good old Sophie. Oh, right. So 2 ways to do that. Oh, what we got to do now? Some pencils and pens. Yeah. 2 calculators cost £10.40. 3 pens cost that. Judy wants to buy 30 calculators and 30 pens. Right. And you only got £200. Oh, 200 quid on pens and calculators. Well, let's do the calculators first, the calcs. I'll do it this way. I'll find out how much each thing cost. So £10.40 divided by 2 equals £5.20. And you want to buy how many calculators? Times that by 30. And that'll give you the total price of that. So £5.20 times 30 equals £156. Now, what about the pens? So the pens are £3.54 each, and you've got 3 of them, so they will be £1.18 each, and times that by 30. So 1.18 times 30 is £35.40. £35.40. And do you have enough money? So let's add the 2 together. So we've got 40 pence, and 6 and 5 are 11. 5 and 3 are 8, plus 1 is 9, and 1. So it will cost £191.40. Does Jude have enough money? Yay. Of course she does. Now we've got a shape. A shape. The diagram shows a cuboid. Yes, ABC is a square. ABC is a square with 25 centimeters. Whoops, cube. Find the volume. CG is 12. So the volume is the height times the width times the length. Well, the height and the width have already been worked out there, haven't they? Because that's going to be 5 times 5 is 25. So all we've got to do is 12 times 25. That should be enough. 12 times 25. It's a grand total of 300 centimeters cubed. 300 centimeters cubed, that's fine. Right, now, oh look, there's one of these. Got to draw a line. Complete the table. Right, so we need to substitute these numbers here, one at a time, in place of x. So the first one is going to be 1 minus 2 times 3, and that's 6. 1 minus 6 equals minus 5. So y will equal minus 5. This one, 1 minus 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. And 0 is 1 minus 2 times 0 equal 2 times 0 is nothing. 1 minus nothing is 1. So 1 goes in there. And the minus 2 are probably going to come out as 5, but we'll see, because there's a pattern that 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, probably 5. So 1 minus 2 times minus 2. So 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. So we've got 1 minus minus 4. Now when you've got two minuses, that makes a plus. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So there's the 5. Now on the grid, draw the graph. Hey, right, okay. So we've got all the coordinates. So minus 2, 5 is up there. Minus 1, 3 is there. 0, 1. 1 minus 1. 2 minus 3 down there, and 3 minus 5. It's a straight line. So let's try and draw a straight line to join them all up. And there you go. Right. Any more? Use your graph to find the value of y when x is 0.4. So let's do a different colour for that one. So x is 0.4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's there. 0.4 is there on the x. So you go up to the line, and then you go across till you get to there, and that on the y is, these are 2, 4, 6, 8. So they've done these as different scales, so watch out for that. So that is 0.2. So we go 0.2. Brilliant, brilliant, love it. Right, we've got some other stuff coming up, I'm sure. We've changed to blue for the second half of the paper. Right, use your calculator to work out. Write down all the figures on your calculator display. So 12.74 plus the square root of 9.5. Right, I'm just going to do equals that, yeah? Oh, wow. So I've got 18. Oh, I'm going to have to use all the numbers there because I can't do all this at once. 15.822207 is on the top, and 6.04 times 4.1, 6.04 times 4.1, yep, that is 24.764. Right, now I'm going to have that number, 15.822207 divided by the previous answer is, write down everything, 0.6389 196,818. Now, I'm sure you can do all that in one go, but not so hot on the calculator when doing things like that. So there you go. So there's all the numbers. Write your answer to part A to two significant figures. Now, two significant figures are everything after the zeros. So there's the zeros. So there's the first one. There's the second one. So we go to the right there, it's 8, and we add it back on to give you a 4. So it's 0.64. Onwards and upwards to number 15. You can use this graph to change between meters and feet, or feet and meters. Change 12 feet to meters. Right, so I'm going to do 12 feet. So this, oh, what's these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are half a point. So I need to go 2, so that's 11 and that's 12. So I need to go up to there, and then from there we need to go along. Be a bit careful there. Right, so this is what, this is meters. So this is 1, 3, so these are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's 3.246, 3.6. Now 25 meters. 25 meters to feet. Oh, this is complicated because that didn't go up to 25. But what we can do is, if we do, say, 5 meters, change 5 meters, which is there, and that goes to there, and see what 5 meters is worth. 5 meters is that one. So that's 16.5. So 16.5. So 5 meters is equal to 16.5 feet. So we just multiply that up by 5. So we've got 25 meters. Multiply that number by 5. 16.5 times 5 is 82.5. 82.5 feet. Right, what's the next one coming up? Question 16. Emily drove to the beach. She stayed at the beach and then she drove home. Here's Emily's travel graph. So this is the distance from home. So for how many minutes did Emily stay at the beach? So this is the bit where she didn't go anywhere. She didn't go further away from home. So it's this bit we need, is how many minutes is that? So between 1445 to 1600. Right. So 1445. 1545 will be 1 hour. 1 hour and 15 minutes. So 1 hour, 15 minutes is, oh, we want it in minutes, don't we? So it's 75 minutes. 75 minutes she was at the beach. That's long enough to get a tan or get burnt, I don't know. Right, now, what was Emily's average speed on a journey to the beach? Now, to do speed, we need this triangle thing so we can remember what to do. Speed, time, distance. So the speed equals the distance divided by the time. Now the distance from her home to the beach is here, which is 35 miles. So that's 35 miles. And how long did it take her? I suppose we'd better do it in hours, yeah? So this is 3/4 of an hour, which change that to 0.75, yeah, of an hour, because we want miles an hour. So 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour, which equals 0.75 in decimal, 3/4, yeah. So 35 divided by 0.75 equals a magnificent 46.6 recurring miles an hour. I hope that's right. Otherwise you wouldn't have had much fun at the beach. Right, okay, what we've got here? We've got the next one, which is some kind of transformation thing. Describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. A onto B. So we're going that way, yeah? So already we know it's an enlargement. Well, we know it's an enlargement anyway, but it's going to be by a whole number, a scale factor. factor, an SF. So what we do is join up the corners. Join up the corners, and then we can find the origin. Join up the corners. Right, let's do that. Join up this corner. Oh, look at that. They meet. We do the other corner, the bottom right, middle, whatever it is, yeah? That one. Go through there. And, yeah. So, this, where that is the centre. So, a scale factor of something, and the centre is the coordinate of this, which is 6 minus 7. Now, what's the scale factor? Well, let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A corresponding side. 4, 5, 6. So that's twice as big. So scale factor of 2, centre 6 minus 7. Oh, we'll come back to blue, to red. Who knows what we're doing? Who knows what we're doing? Right. The table shows some information about the colours. What fraction of the cars are white? Well, the white ones are 15. And then out of all of them together. So we need to add that up. So 24 plus 16 plus 15 plus 5 equals 60. So it's 15 out of 60. Simplest form. So let's divide that by 5. So that gets 3. Divide that by 5, it gets 12. Oh, that's not enough. We can still go. Let's divide by 3. Is 1 over 4. 1 over 4. Right, now, draw the accurate pie chart on the... Well, I'm not going to be able to draw an accurate pie chart, but I'll do my best. Yeah? So, how many were there? There were 60 altogether, yeah? And all the way around a pie chart is 360 degrees. So if we divide it by the 60 that we've got, that will equal 60 degrees per car. 60 degrees per car. So, oh no, 6. Oh, way too bad. We're never going to fit, is it? Yeah. So 360 degrees all the way, divided by 60 is 6 degrees per car. So all we need to do is multiply all these numbers by 6, and that will give us the angle so that we can draw 5 6s are 30. I think 6 15s and 15 times 6 90. Silver 16 times 6 96. And the other one 24 times 6 is 144. Right, 144. I'm not going to be able to do this accurately, so I'm going to do the 90 degrees. I got that, yeah. So that one is the white, and I'll put that in there. You draw this with a protractor. 96 is the silver one, so that's going to be just a bit more, yeah. So that's going to be 96 degrees, and that is the silver ones. And we've got a 30 degrees, which is about a third of that, so maybe something like that. So that will be 30 degrees, and that's the small one, isn't it? The blue cars. And the other one is 144 degrees, and this is the black cars. Lots of black cars in this question. I don't think it matters which way round you do all these. As long as you measure them with a protractor. They'll have some kind of template that they put over the top to see how accurate you are. Make P the subject. Right, so we've got to get rid of all this stuff, yeah? So let's do this. M equals N minus 5P. So let's get rid of the N. So subtract an N from both sides. So this will be M minus N equals minus 5P. Do not forget this, the minus sign. Now we're going to get rid of minus 5. It's minus 5 times p. So we've got to divide by minus 5. M minus n divided by minus 5 equals p. I'm pretty sure that that's okay. Yeah. What did they get it at? N minus... Oh, they put the letters the other way around. Oh, right. N minus 5. They've got that as a positive. So I'll do it round the other way for you, right? So what they did was they swapped these two around so that you had plus 5p because you added 5p to both sides. So added 5p to both sides. Yeah. So plus 5p on the left, and then you took m away from both sides, so you'd have n minus m, and then divide by 5, so you had p equals n minus m divided by 5. So all the difference is that this is a positive 5 and this is a negative 5, but these letters are round the other way. Doesn't matter. Just being a bit pedantic if they expect you to do that. Right, 5.2 times 10 to the minus 1 as an ordinary number. Right, so 5.2 to the minus 1, so we go that way. So we go there. So it comes out as 0.52. Work out the value of that times that. So what we got, 3.2 times 10 to the 3. I'm glad it's times and not add. They're much more difficult. 6.5 times 10 to the 4. I like to write the question out again. It just helps, doesn't it? So 10 to the 3 times 10 to the 4. So do those bits first, and that becomes 10 to the 7. Now, calculator for the other bit, we're going to go 3.2 times 6.5. 3.2 times 6.5. That's 20.8. 20.8 times 10 to the 7. Okay, but not in standard form, because the first number of a standard form must be between 1 and 9.99999, between 1 and 10. So this has got to be 2.08. And what I did is I made that 10 times smaller. So that was 10 times smaller. So to balance it all out, I've got to make that 10 times bigger. Oh, not bagger, but bigger. 10 times bigger. So that will be times 10 to the 8. That's a much easier way of doing it than... What's 30 kilometers per hour in meters per second? Right, 30 kilometers per hour. Right. So, gonna change kilometers to meters. So that 30 kilometers times 1,000 will be 30,000 meters. Now I'm going to change an hour to seconds by going times 60 to get it to minutes and times 60 to get it to hours. But it's just one, so we go 60 times 60. Oh, we're going in the right direction here. 60 times 60 is 3,600. 3,600. Now, it's just going to work out. So get rid of a couple of zeros. So I've got 300 over 36. Let's half this. 150 over 18. Half this. 75 over 9. 75 over 9. Divide by 3. 25 over 3. So 25 over... Oh, hang on. I was going to leave it as a fraction. They don't want that because it's a calculator paper. So 25 divided by 3 is 8.3 recurring. 8.3 recurring. So 8.3 recurring. Okay, what we got? Bags of sweets. So in the bag, there's like loads of different coloured sweets. There's blue, red and yellow. The number of red sweets is 3 times the number of blue. So if we have blue is 1 and red is 3. Okay. Now, number of red sweets is 3 times the number of blue sweets. The number of yellow sweets is half the number of red sweets. So I'm going to do yellow is half of that. So I'm going to put 1.5. Yeah. Right. So a bit bonkers. So let's get the numbers up. So I'm going to double all the numbers. So I'm going to call that 2 for the blue, 6 for the red, and 3 for the yellow. Now write down the ratio of blue to red to yellow. Oh, they're all in the right order. Give your answer in the form of A, B, C. So I don't know whether I'm going to do blue, red, yellow, 2, 6, 3. So to get rid of that 1.5, just multiply everything by 2 because we don't want any decimals in that. Right, Bob is going to make some orange paint. He needs to mix red, yellow and white in the ratio of 5:1. So red, yellow and white. 5:1. He wants to make 750 mils of orange paint. Right, so what we're going to do is add all the ratios. So 5 plus 4 plus 1 equals 10. Yeah, so that's how many ratio parts we've got. Now we've got 750 mils of orange paint. Divide that by 10, which means each ratio value is worth 75 mils. So does he have enough red, yellow and white to make it? So the red is 5 times 75. The yellow is 4 times 75. And the white is 1 times 75. I can do that bit, yeah, 75. 75 mils of white. Has he got enough? Yes. Okay, right, what's the other ones? 4 times 75 is 300. So he needs 300 of yellow. Has he got enough for the yellow? Oh, yes, yes. No, the red is going to be the killer, isn't it? 5 times 75 is 3. He needs 375. 375 of red. Oh, he's got 400. So yes, he's got enough. He's got enough of everything. No problem. He can go and paint to his heart's content. So, next question is question 24. You get loads of questions in these exams. Look, I've got loads there. Look, I've got all the way to go down there, yeah? Right, a shop sells chocolate bars and large chocolate bars. There are small chocolate bars sold in packs of 4. Large chocolate bars are sold in packs of 9. One day, the number of packs of small chocolate bars sold to the number of packs of large chocolate bars sold are 5 to 2. A total of 266 bars were sold. Work out the number of small chocolate bars. So we've got 266 and we've got small and large is 5 to 2. Add them. 5 plus 2 equals 7. So we need to do 266 divided by 7. A couple of ratio questions in a row here. So 266 divided by 7 is 38. So each part of the ratio is worth 38 bars. The number of small ones. So 5 times 38. So 5 times 38 is 190. 190. Have I done this wrong? Have I done this wrong? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious me. So 5. Oh, the pack. Oh, this is the number of packs. Oh, the number of packs. Oh, I didn't read that bit, did I? I just thought they were all bars. Right. So we want to know how many. These are packs. So small chocolate of 4. So times that by 4, which will equal 20. So that's 20 bars. And the more, what's the M? Small, that should be large, shouldn't it? Oh, my brain's gone frazzled. Yeah. Frazzled now. Large. So, large chocolate bars are sold in packs of 9. So multiply that by 9, which is 18. So we've got small is 20 and large is 18. So I suppose what we could do now is do 20 plus 18 equals 38. Then, how many bars were sold altogether? 266. So 266 divided by the 38. Now we're cooking. 266 divided by 38. It's a difficult one. This equals 7. So that's 7 bars per ratio. Okay. How many small ones were sold? The small ones is 20. So you've got 20, this number here, times this number, times 7, which equals 140 small bars. Whoa, didn't like that one. I would have tripped up on that one. Oh, I would have got that one wrong. Right, what we're doing here. BE is parallel to the, okay. ABC and AED are straight lines, yeah. AB is 4, DID is 6. Calculate the length of CD. This one here, CD. Now we can do that. Right. Oh, it's similar triangles, isn't it? Yeah, similar triangle. So we've got a 4 there, and the 6 plus 4 equals 10. So what we've got here, let's draw around. So we've got a yellow triangle with a left-hand side of 4, and then we've got a huge green one, yeah, like that, with a left-hand side of 10. So there's a like a ratio thing going on, yeah. So if we do 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. That's our sort of scale. Yeah, I'll call it a scale factor, yeah. So to find this one here, it's going to be this number, 5 times the scale factor, 2.5. So 2.5 5s are 12.5. 12.5. And calculate the length of ED, this one here. ED. Now, we know the scale factors of 2.5. So if we multiply this number, 4.8 times 2.5, 4.8 times 2.5 is 12. So that means that the whole of that length is 12. Now to find ED, we just do 12 take away 4.8. So 12 take away 4.8, take away 4.8 is really 7.2. 7.2. A cylinder has a diameter of 9 and a height of 11. Work out the volume of the cylinder. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. Now, it doesn't say anything about pi, so I'm going to use the pi button on my calculator. So, the volume is going to be pi r squared times the height. Yeah. Now that's the diameter. So the diameter is equal to 9. Therefore, the radius is equal to 4.5. It's half. So we've got pi times 4.5 squared times 11. So pi times 4.5 squared times 11 is 699.7897636. Do we need it to 1 decimal place, which is there's 1 decimal place, goes up to 8, 699.8. The volume of another cylinder is 1500. Michael says that 1500 is the same as 15 meters squared. No, because this is triple. No. Right, so the volume, let's see now. So if we do the volume of 15, we're going to convert 1500, let's convert this, 15 meters cubed to centimeters cubed, right? So we go 15 times 100 once for a straight line, 100 twice for an area, and 100 3 times for a volume. So that will be 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters squared. So 15 meters cubed, equals 15, yeah? So what's the reason behind that? It's because it's cubed. Oh no, well maybe that's give a reason. Because it's volume. Because it's a volume. You times by 100 3 times. Uh-oh, one of these. Right, okay. 500 people were surveyed. Yeah, got that, yeah. All the people were either left or right-handed. 53 of the people are left-handed, so let's fill it in. Yeah, so we've got user 53 are left-handed. So the right-handed people are 500 minus 53, which is 447. Yeah, so we've got 447 right-handed. 26 males are left-handed. So here's all the left-handed people. 26. So 53 minus 26 is 720. So 27 must be female. And 231 of the people are male. So we've got 231 are male, minus the males we know about up there. 26. And let's subtract that. So 611 is 502. So 26 males are left-handed, so we must have 205 males that are right-handed. And to find the females, we do 447 minus 205, which is 242. So we've got 242 right-handed females. What's another one of these? A probability question. Okay. Right. Bradley gets the bus on Saturday and Sunday. the probability that Bradley's bus is late will be 0.2. Complete the probability diagram. So the bus is going to be late. So if the bus is late, that is 0.2. Therefore, these things add to 1. So that's going to be 0.8. That's on Saturday. Now, on Sunday, the bus is late for 0.2. It doesn't matter what happens on Saturday. So it's not late 0.8, and it's late 0.2, and it's not late 0.8. What's the probability that the bus is late on at least one of these days? So at least one of these days. So we either go it's late on Saturday but not late on Sunday, or it's not late on Sunday but late on Saturday. So we've got 0.2 times 0.8 and 0.2 times 0.8. Okay, so 0.2 times 0.8 equals 0.16. 0.16, and that's the same thing, 0.16. So there's the two possibilities that it's going to be late. So add them together, 0.32. 0.32 at least one of the days. Calculate an estimate for the mean maximum temperature. The mean maximum temperature. Here's a chart for maximum temperatures. Now, we got our midpoints or something or other that's going on here. So, frequency. So 14, let's add these up first. 14, 22, 27, 30. Nice, good number, 30. So we're going to find out all the temperatures and add them all up. So we haven't got an extra box here, so we need to find the midpoint. So to find the midpoint of here, 14 to 18, that's just going to be 16, isn't it? 16 times the frequency, midpoint. Yeah, midpoint of that is 19. Midpoint of that is 21. Oh, they made the numbers fairly decent, 23. But that's a different thing, isn't it? 14 to 18, that's 24 to 28, that's 26. So 16 times 4 is 64, 190. Ooh, don't know this. 21 times 8, 168. 23 times 5 is 115. And 26 times 3 is 78. So we need to add all that stuff up together. So 64 plus 190 plus 168 plus 115 plus 78 is a grand total of 615. So to find the mean maximum temperature, we go 615 divided by 30. I've got 20.5. 20.5 degrees C. I'll put the C in there just to keep them happy. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, vectors. And then some other crazy things. A is 4, 1 and B is 3, 2. Write down as a column vector A plus B. So what we're doing is 4, 1 plus 3, 2. And all you do is add the top is 7. Add the bottom is 3. 7, 3. 2A minus B. Well, that's A. So if you have 4, 1 is A, 2A will be twice that. So it'll be A2. Now we're going to do minus the B, which had told us there is 3, 2. So you go 8 minus 3 is 5, and 2 minus 2 is nothing. Nothing. Okay, right. No. C is 5 minus 4. From the point P, draw the vector C. Okay. So this is the x direction. It's positive, so we're going to go right. This is the y direction. It's negative, so we're going to go down. So from P, we go to the right 5 points. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And then we go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where we end up. So the column vector will be from there down there. I don't think you have to draw the triangle. No point, is it? And then don't forget to label it up. What have we called it? C. And the direction. That's important. Which way around we're going. And oh, we've run out of questions. Okay, so there is the predictive paper for paper 3, November 2022. I hope you enjoyed that. So let's go over there and stop the recording.